It is Wednesday. You know what that means. It is, thanks, Joe. Chuckles here. It is New Comic Book Day. I'm going to review books for you. But we've got an also special episode because I got some awesome new dollar books that I have to show off. These awesome books in my collection. These awesome dollar, what could they be? So that'll be at the end. So I'm going to go through the new books now really quickly, get that done, and we'll talk about that awesomeness. But before we do, I got a book back from CGC. Sent in a book. So CGC and CBCS, two different grading companies. CGC is had a special where if you send in a CBCS book to cross it over, they would honor it. I was gonna do that, but I decided I'd rather press my book. So I actually cracked it myself out of the CBCS lab. It was a 5.5. Got it pressed, and it came back. Woo! 6.0. Look at that. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, 76. Ooh, this is from April 1970. And this is when the Green Lantern and the Green Arrow stories started. This is by Neil Adams. So very, very happy to get this book. Woo! So going to put this on the wall, maybe even right there. Maybe even actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. And then you guys can see the awesomeness of my shirt. So that's going to go up there for right now, and we're going to enjoy that. Also, congrats to Roy Halladay on getting to the Hall of Fame. So, on to this week's books. And we'll just get that through and go on to the fun part. You know, this is fun too. So, going to start with Aquaman 44. Aquaman No More. Still reeling from the stunning events of last issue, the one-time Sea King becomes obsessed with finding the mysterious red-headed woman from his vision. But where to even start? Don't worry, Arthur, that mysterious redhead is looking for you. Because Mera begins the hunt for her missing mate. Amnesic Atlanteans, red-headed mermaids, and more, all on a collision course inside the mysterious town called Unspoken Water. Check out this. Shout out to Phil. Phil just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Phil. Woo woo. Moving on to Batman issue number 63. Look at that. There's John Constantine on the cover. There are strange things going on in the dark alleys of Gotham City. Mysteries that will require a different skill set from the Caped Crusaders. He's going to stop the whole city from succumbing to the darkness. John Constantine, the Hellblazer, is a person with those skills, but after the events of the Witching Hour, is Constantine in any condition to help the Dark Knight detective? Batman 63. And the other DC book for the week is supposed to be the biggest DC book of the week because we've got a brand new DC character named Naomi. Oh, where did that go? So the awesome new Naomi is supposed to have a awesome storyline, a mystery storyline. When a fight between Superman and Mongol crashes into a small northwestern town, Naomi begins a quest to uncover the last time a superpowered person visited her home and how that might tie into her own origins and adoption. Follow Naomi's journey on a quest that will take her to the heart of the DC universe and unfold a universe of ideas and stories that have never before been seen. Join writers Brian Michael Bendis, David Walker, and break art artist Jamal Campbell in Wonder Comics' massive, ambitious new series and star Naomi. So check that out. Now, moving on to Marvel, I'm very, very excited because this week, my boy, my favorite character is back. He's back in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, we've got Beta Ray Bill is back. He is back. Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 1, Legacy 151. The universe is on fire. Hundreds of worlds are at war. Never has there been such hatred and division across the cosmos. And in spite of all this, Thanos of Titan is still dead, or is he? Now more than ever, the cosmos needs the Guardians of the Galaxy. But in the aftermath of the Infinity Wars, who is left to answer the call? Featuring every cosmic superhero in the known universe by the Thanos Wins creative team of Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw. Beta Ray Bill is back in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. So, let's see. It looks like it is the Ghost Rider, the Cosmic Ghost Rider, Darkhawk, Beta Ray Bill, Star-Lord. Could that be a version of Captain Marvel? That's Gladiator. That's Adam Warlock. Gotta be Nova, Groot, Moondragon, Silver Surfer. So we'll see who's in here. Check it out. Now moving on to the other Marvel book, but it's Star Wars. We've got Star Wars issue 60, The Escape Part 4. You can escape the heart of the galaxy, but only for a while. The return of Scar Squadron. It's a tongue twister. Scar Squadron. So Star Wars issue 60. Now, moving on to the final new issue for the week. It is the indie book Clash of Kings 15, which is Game of Thrones. So get ready, it's coming back. This is Clash of Kings 15 with a Caitlyn chapter and an Arya chapter. We've got the legendary Al Stoltz here. Check out Basement Comics. Basement Comics, they'll press your book, but you can buy books from them too. So go shop at Basement Comics. They've got awesome comics. Al, these new books, some of them are, not many are as good as the Bronze Age stuff, older, but there are some gems that stick out. There's some gems. Those are all the new books, but here are the reprints for this week. We've got Conan the Barbarian, Marvel's Conan run. This is Conan, but this reprints Savage Tales number 5, which is from July 1974. And then King Conan, which reprints King Conan 1, which is March 1980. Both of these are $1 a piece. And I'll be happy to do a show at the new Basement Comics location when they open. So stay tuned. It will be awesome. Basement Comics. That reminds me, actually, we are sponsored officially by Toy and Comic Heaven, because Toy and Comic Heaven is where you can buy toys, comics, video games, cards, collectibles, plushes. Yeah, we've got some plushes. So check us out. Toy and Comic Heaven, 21 Easton Road, Willow Grove, PA. Check out Toy and Comic Heaven. Now, we've got through the new books, but it's time for the awesome events of this past weekend. This past weekend was Philadelphia Comic Con, which happens every few months at the Clarion Hotel in Essington. I was actually set up there myself selling books. It was a good show. But as everyone knows, I try to find dollar books. So the dollar books I found, these are all from my collection because they are all number ones. They're all issue number ones of whatever they may be. So I like to have fun with number ones. So let's go through the number ones that we've got. And we're going to start with An American Tail Goes West. Fievel Goes West. American Tail, Fievel Goes West. Wow, it's been a while. So yes, an adaptation of the movie, but issue number 1, and we've got this. Beauty and the Beast, number 1, based on the TV show, I believe. And I believe that is Ron Perlman. No, that's definitely not Ron Perlman. That's Ron Perlman. So Beauty and the Beast. Day's Wrath by Land, Sea, and Air. Hell in the Pacific. Day's Wrath. The Daytona 500 story. The Daytona 500 story. Oh, this is a good one. Desert Storm, send Hussein to hell. Yes. Desert Storm, send Hussein to hell. Issue number 1. Radio Shack presents Electronics and Science Exploration. Space Planes by Radio Shack. Radio Shack also presents A History of Electronics, including space exploration, the next great adventure. Yabba Dabba Doo, it's the Flintstones. But not only is it the Flintstones, this is a official movie adaptation of the first Flintstones movie in 3D. Got glasses. So check that out. The Flintstones official movie adaptation in 3D. So you can enjoy it in many directions. Now this is a good one. I'm excited for this. This is Frank Frazetta's Shining Knight. Frank Frazetta's Shining Knight. This is an awesome book. Frank Frazetta is awesome. So, Frank Frazetta's Shining Knight. Now we've got, based on something, I don't even know, Nova Girls. This is Funhouse. Funhouse. And it says, guest starring Grandpa Al Lewis. So this is Funhouse. Nova Girls Funhouse. Moving on to Grosse Pointe. Grosse Pointe. What do you mean, live here? Grosse Pointe. This next one I'm very, very excited about. This is Gumby. Gumby, issue number 1. This issue came out in, let's see, July 06. Lebonfon Printing. This is Gumby. Check out the Wild West for Jesse James. Wanted Jesse James, issue number 1. Jesse James. Oh, nice. To go with the Flintstones, we've got The Jetsons, issue number 1. The Jetsons Big Book, issue number 1. Oh, Phil, you're going to love this one. This is Kissy Fur. Yeah, it's Kissy Fur. Check out Kissy Fur. We've got Kissy Fur because, you know, whatever Kissy Fur is. You know, there's like a bear and another bear and a pig and a rabbit. So this is Kissy Fur. Oh, what a somber mood for Last of the Mohicans, number 1. The Last of the Mohicans, number 1. Now this is a... Okay, I guess I didn't have this book before. That's a good... Lady Death. Lady Death. The Lady Death lingerie issue number 1. Like so, it's just Lady Death, apparently. Just sexy, sexy, sexy. Kids look away. Moving on to Lost in Space, number 1. Lost in Space. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Okay. The first of 2. Wait, no, I gotta. Hold on, I gotta find the other one. Yes, okay. The first. Okay, we'll see. But check this one out. This is Rock and Roll Comics. Madonna. Yes, this is Madonna, issue number 1. Now this is good because this next book is a Walt Simonson book. So Walt Simonson was the artist, and I love Walt's art. This is Manhunter #1. So Manhunter #1. Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson. Moving on to Mars. Mars #1. Just Mars #1. Cross Gen Comics is Meridian #1. Meridian #1. Look out for Paramount's The Mighty Heroes. Due to public outcry, they're back. Mighty Heroes. Monkey Man and O'Brien. Monkey Man and O'Brien. I think that's Monkey Man. I think that's O'Brien. So, nope, I'm wrong. Neither of them are Monkey Man, but they're both O'Brien. Just kidding. Check out Monkey Man and O'Brien. Now, this is one of my, I think, the favorite things I picked up this weekend. I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited to read it. Because this right here, yes, you're looking at this copy right now. This is Monster Frat House. Oh, yeah. Monster Frat House. You've got werewolf. You've got Frankenstein. You've got Dracula. My dad joined. Hi, Dad. You've got Monster Frat House. So I'm very excited to check this out. This is one of my more favorite purchases. Moving on to the terror from the tomb walks again because it is The Mummy. The Mummy, issue #1. It's The Mummy. Now, here is the other crazy issue that I found, ironically. Cover your eyes for Personality Comics' Madonna. Again, Madonna. Different issue of Madonna. So, Madonna. Let's cheer it up with some Pinocchio. Pinocchio #1. Woohoo. Very, very happy. Now, this is a good one. Okay, so this is what's called a cover swipe. A cover swipe is when a comic basically pays homage to another comic and copies the cover, but redoes it in their own style. So this redoes X-Men #1. This is Power Pachyderms. Check out these crazy elephants as X-Men 1. Power Pachyderms. Don't mess with these elephants. Power Pachyderms. Because, why? Again, why? The official Prince Valiant in the days of King Arthur. #1. Prince Valiant. For mature readers of all ages, don't get stuck in Purgatory. You get USA. Purgatory, USA. As long as there's not Rip in Time. Rip in Time. #1. The next book is a book probably people might have heard of. This is Frank Miller's Ronin #1. Frank Miller's Ronin #1. Now, this is interesting. This is Scout Handbook. It's the Scout Handbook. So, yeah, it's a not a scout. It's just not even a Scout Handbook. But now let's go under the sea. Under the sea with Sebastian. Sebastian number one. Sebastian number one. Here he comes. Here comes Speed Racer. I can do it. Sorry. Speed Racer number one. Check it out. The next one is a very, very awesome parody book. I'm very excited to read. This is none other than Steam Wars. Yes, Steam Wars. A parody of what? I don't know. Steam Wars. My father, you're going to like this one because this one is The Three Stooges. The Three Stooges, number one. This is The Three Stooges, number one. And you know what's awesome? This with this Three Stooges number one, I'm gonna give a shout out to. There's a few stories in here. This story is called The Big Nyuk Nyuk. Well, in this Three Stooges number one, shout out to friends Brendan and Brian Frame, who both do the art and they do the ink. So shout out to the Frame Brothers. If you haven't checked out their artwork, check out the Frame Brothers, FRAIM. They are amazing artists. I've gotten stuff commissioned from them. They're amazing. So check out their artwork, the Frame Brothers. But this is the Three Stooges number one. Moving on to, I guess it's Richard Branson's branched out into Virgin Comics number 0. So this predates number one, I guess, if there was a number one. Moving on to Warlord of Mars, a John Connor book. Woohoo! More fun than a barrel of mummies. We've got Waxwork. Oh yeah, Waxwork number one. And the final book. The final book. Hey there, boo boo. It's Yogi Bear 1. Do not feed the bears. We're going to get food. Yogi Bear number one. So, what a stack of number one books from An American Tail to Yogi Bear. All these books were less than $1. Some were 50 cents. So at Philadelphia Comic Con, which is every other month, at Essington by the airport in Philadelphia. You can go to PhiladelphiaComicCon.com. That's PhiladelphiaComic-Con.com to check out the next show. That was all the books for this week. Happy everybody enjoyed the show. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. Shout out to Toy and Comic Heaven, 21 Easton Road, Willow Grove, PA. You can call 215-643-7000. Toy and Comic Heaven. Check us out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I will see everybody next week with more books. May the force be with you all. I will see you all later. Bye. Love you, Dad.